Alright guys, welcome back to another annual adventure video. We have gotten ourselves a new festival character. It hasn't been leaked, so obviously I don't know, but you lot know by the thumbnail and title. My predictions are going to be Harlequin, I guess is King, with his actual guardian teddy bear. However, we did see the little maintenance notice, on Friday, which did say we're going to be getting a Goddess Advent. So does that mean it's Goddess Elizabeth? Let's see who it is. Oh, actually, it's just got Elizabeth. Okay. It is a bit weird, actually, to see. That actually looks really good, actually. The actual, item. But it is just got Elizabeth with, like, Grand Cross artwork. Which, to be fair, is probably a good thing. Because I was getting a little bit worried, actually, that we were going to be saving her for the first anniversary. Very much like how Grand Cross did for their first anniversary. Which does mean we possibly actually might be getting the one Escanor for the first Annie. Which is obviously really, really good, too. However, though, it is quite far ahead, no? That means we're now jumping really far ahead. Normally, at least so far, we've been keeping kind of close towards where we are right now in the story mode. Like, get Escanor when Escanor actually appears. Where now, yeah, we might be just jumping straight towards Season 3 content. I'll have to go back and look, but I do remember the only time you see Goddess Elizabeth was when you go back in the past during, like, the Holy War in Season 3. Or was it end of Season 2? I'm pretty sure end of Season 2 is just, like, sin versus commandment stuff, right? So yeah, this is basically our first Season 3 character, which is yeah, nice. I mean, well, granted, I wasn't expecting to actually make any different artwork, but I kind of wanted to make different artwork for the one Escanor, because I kind of don't like his one from Grand Cross. But hey, let's see what she does. She is a legendary core. She is a special banner, so do remember, she will be costing 250,000 actual currency to actually get her, which is going to be obviously very, very expensive. And for the looks of it, they're still not buffed the actual, like, drop rate of, like, characters. So it's still, like, 12, which is slightly annoying. All right, so red support character, we have Pinpoint Strike. They've done that a few times now, at least that actual name. Deals damage equal to 283% of attack onto a target, quite high to be fair, and 40% chance to grant the hyper regeneration to allies for 2 seconds upon a successful attack. 40% is decent, restores HP by the amount equal to 2.5 of the hero's max HP every 1 second. So you ideally want to give this character max HP, but then if she's got another heal skill, then you ideally want to give her attack. Then we have Goddess Bless. Grants Triumphant to allies and restores their energy by 5 wow. That's kind of crazy, actually. Restores there. So you just get energy by what, 5 seconds every 3 seconds? Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, so you get what? 5 energy every single time this Goddess Bless actually procs, right? And the actual Triumphant buff only lasts 3 seconds, but what's going to happen every 5 seconds, so there's 2 seconds of downtime. And it's going to be increased final damage by 50% to all allies too, by the way. That's kind of crazy. For every debuff applied to self. Wow, okay. A little bit of a Berserk melee count in a way, right? Because if Berserk Money's applying like 50 or like 5 to 6 debuffs onto you, or to be fair, only stacks up to 3 times. 150% extra attack though. And that's passively, right? Okay, that's more or less towards PvP. There's not really too much times where you get debuffed in PvE content. So unless like Advent boss battles or some like individual stuff, but that one's more so for PvP, which is gonna be quite good actually, because that means you can actually use this character at like a low level, which you can get value off, right? Then you have the Indomitable Will. The first time this hero suffers a fatal blow, grants level 5 revive to self upon, yeah, so just 4 heals when she dies, right? Which is, I mean, classic, right? Every single time they've done a Goddess Elizabeth, every single time actually I think they've done it, like a festival level character in Grand Cross, they always have the guarantee res, right? They also have that shield, which I don't think she has. So, oh, she actually has to reflect too. Okay, so yeah, in Grand Cross, this is actually really cool because they're just taking like the exact same thing from Grand Cross. So, do we have reflect? We do. It's the full count from Estarossa, which has obviously been insane, by the way. So restores all allies by 10 upon using the skill. So you just get boom 10 energy, inflicts allies with reflect for 3 seconds, reflecting 35% of the damage that back towards the target. So it is the same like time as Estarossa, which once again, Estarossa, the reason why he's so good is because he reflects so much damage back, and it's 3 seconds. Granted, he does that more consistently because he does it every 5 seconds. However, the damage reflects back is based off his attack, right? So it's always a certain amount of damage back, which is why its skill is so high, because you can dupe at Estarossa. With this one, it's reflecting damage taken. So it is literally, if you take 100 million, you then reflect 35% of that 100 million. Where before, even if they deal like 1 damage towards Esterosa, he already reflects like 200k guarantee back, right? So there's a little bit of give and take there a little bit. How good that could be is obviously up in the air. But then again, it's, you know, big ultimates come off, and it's the whole team. So if like a Berserk Melee does a whole AoE skill, hit everyone on the field, reflecting a lot of that back is going to do, is going to stack up, right? All right, then we have the new Chaos statues, which is like the thing in real life of what it called, Stonehenge. So the Chaos system is going to where you can harness your stats by 11 of the statues that have been added. The Chaos statues will be upon clearing 500. The system consists of 5 statues. What do they actually look like? They are nothing from like looking at. It looks like a demon logo a little bit. I mean, like all the races? Well, I guess this is what it means. Destruction, protection, warmth, concentration, and illusion. So each one you level up is going to increase a certain stat, whether it be attack, defense, HP, accuracy, or evasion. You can use the orb. So this is a new currency, right? You can use the orb of chaos on specific statues to gain 1 to 50% EXP for statue. How do we get these new things then? EXP is gained in 1 unit, with each unit having an equal chance of being required. I don't understand where you get these currency from though. New stages have been added, which is just another 1,000. Rerun for Elaine. We're getting, from the looks of it, going to be the Pure Goddess Advent boss battle one, which you get a little hawk, that's actually kind of cute. Some really good tickets, though, because normally you can always guarantee finish one of these, which means you're going to be getting guarantee, from the looks of it, what, 7 guarantee Meliodases. I assume Berserk Melee might be there, maybe even a Gopher, and maybe even the new Elizabeth. We'll have to wait and see. And you know we can once again finish it. So again, all those guarantee tickets, which once again, I think what only the top one is a guarantee selector, where the other ones are literally just, you know, random selectors. Or just random RNG chances. But once again, you always get like a Derriere, you can get like a Fat King, you get Elaine, good characters in there. Okay, so it's Zeldris, you know, festival character, Elaine, Fat King, Blue Derriere, Gopher, Green Melascula. Okay, all the new characters. I will, well, I guess apart from the new Barn, I probably will be going for Gopher, right? Because he's like the newest one. Because you want to ideally get the festivals, right? Or maybe even Escanor, because you want to get him up too. Oh, and I think they've updated, right? They've updated the ticket. So now they've added Escanor, they've added White Wing Elizabeth, so she's now in there too. So you have a chance to get her, and also can guarantee her too. So it's just another free, I guess, Goddess Elizabeth now. But then again, you don't have to actually dupe her out like crazy with the looks of it. Barn is in there too. So yeah, just all the good characters. They should I would have loved if they would have removed, like, just Meliodas. Maybe even Escanor now at this point, because everyone's kind of gotten him. Okay, and also, whenever you spend currency on this actual banner, you're going to get some more actual rewards down here, as you can see. Granted, I think most people do get around this mark right here for free, because they normally give like 7 per day, which you're not going to get the White Elizabeth. You just get the original one, which, to be fair, will be enough to take her to Super Wicked for me. And yeah, just some decent rewards. You might get the 5k one. I doubt only the whales pretty much get to around 200. I think I've done that before when I bought like a small pack, but you typically, free to play, don't get towards anything below here. Vanya Dollmaking event is back, which means we're going to get updated first time clear rewards, which is going to be, oh, you get a little Elizabeth Fortune, that's kind of cool. And we get, once again, a special hero selection ticket if you create Hawk, which should be, if they've updated this one up here, oh no, it's 2 now actually, so it's the 1. So 1 is literally everyone here apart from the ones highlighted in blue. So you can just once again get a guaranteed Berserk Melee or Zeldris. Even a Gopher too, so I'll probably be doing that. Okay, so here's the relay mission where you can get your actual Orbs of Chaos, I think they're calling it. They've improved Knighthood Territory Battle, and we now have a new dungeon. Okay, the new dungeon where you can earn the gold chests that have been added. This is where you get the... So I guess you just get more stuff. Draw power, 3 diamonds, Knighthood currency, and shiny metals, which is, I mean, once again, I assume it's like 25% between all of them. Okay, so this is actually a Knighthood feature. Is it for territory battle? I think that's what it is, right? But not everyone can play territory battle, though, so I'm not too sure if this is going to be too helpful for some people. But yeah, this is, I guess, more ways to actually add towards Knighthood bosses, and looks like we get now more personal ranks and improvements towards like actual rankings. Ooh, okay, they've now changed the food card buff. So normally when you do Barnes Delicacies, you get the attack crease, the speed boost, which is stupid because walking forward generally doesn't mean anything, and also movement speed buff. Oh no, attack speed was actually pretty good actually, kinda. But then also, oh, I guess it's now both. Okay, so they've now just done a speed increase. So you now attack faster and you got the movement speed. So not removed it, but now added a new actual buff called a Sacred Treasure Frame buff, which is actually really good, actually. So you just literally, if you save a bunch of gold, save a bunch of energy, re-roll, as long as you get, because I don't think you can, I mean, you can take it to like level 5, so ideally you want to spend a lot more energy so you can wrap up the actual buffs, essentially. So that's actually really good. Also, you have the claim all button, which is nice because sometimes, and it took me a while actually, like, especially when the update drops, you like leave your phone or the game on overnight, literally breeze through 1,000 quests overnight or without how long it takes. And then it took me like a week or two actually just to claim all the rewards because it's only like 5 to 10k gems. Okay, this is interesting. So the potential ambers, so what you use to, you know, reroll your potentials, right, has been removed and is now added the Orb of Chaos and has been also added towards Advent boss battle rewards. Okay, so is that how we buy? Because they were saying they want to add more ways for people to spend the actual EXP, because if you've leveled up everyone's, obviously, affinity and you've leveled up everyone's characters, you can't literally spend. And to be fair, I'm getting to the point where I've kind of already started to do that. So imagine the top tier whales. They must have millions and get wherever the word is, like so much actual free EXP. So it looks like now you can just buy it, I assume, or maybe you can't buy it. They just removed this to make a, I guess, more streamlined. I'm not entirely sure. Unique tickets have also been removed and added nightmare traces. Oh, actually pretty decent. 10k, you can get, what, 10 mil? A week, so you get 50 million? That's actually not too bad. Escanor was going to be added to the summon tickets. I think that's basically it. So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching. This is the new character coming. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it. Once again, I would have liked to see different artwork of the Elizabeth. I mean, it makes sense. They're not going to actually change it. Only sometimes, you know, if we get a new character that's not in Grand Cross, it makes sense to get different artwork. But I hope, like, Escanor changes, because I didn't really like that one. It would be better to do, like, a different pose in some way, right? Just to make it a bit more special. But hey, this does open up the window now to get Escanor, the one Escanor, for the actual, I guess, global anniversary. And also just the characters going forward now, because if we're jumping straight towards Season 3 content, Leduciel's now on the table. Endurers, like, there's actually a lot more better characters you can add towards the game now, rather than go on this slow progression of only getting characters that I kind of revolved around the recent chapters that they've been kind of doing. I mean, I don't mind the original characters, but there are some really cool ones I do want to see come towards the game. And for the looks of it, she's actually pretty decent. Definitely a little bit of an actual berserk melee counter for PvP, but also one that you don't need to actually fully, you know, dupe out, right? Like, I think you can get, go one rotation on a banner, 250k gems, and maybe get the other guaranteed copies you can get throughout the other events, and kind of keep her at like 5 to 6 star, and you'll probably kind of find a little bit. Obviously, the more dupes, the better, but in terms of her doing her support, like, this ultimate is... You don't need duped out, because the reflect is not based off any of her stats. It's based off your opponent's stats, so you can't use that at low level. The revive makes it so, yeah, you can actually use that at low level, so you don't instantly just like get blown up, right? And even this skill right here is, once again, based off, it's just damage increase. That, once again, does roll under. So I'd say this is probably one of the more free-to-play friendlier characters you've added, which is quite surprising, actually. I know there's kind of been a big thing recently in the community, especially in the last few weeks now, where we've played so much of the game that the game's gone on for so long now that getting a new character almost doesn't seem worth it on day one, because it doesn't compete with your maxed out berserk many other characters, where I feel like, yeah, Elizabeth, you can actually use that at low deep level and be sort of fine for anyone. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. We're gonna be obviously come back tomorrow with the summons and also as well the showcase of the character, which might go a lot better because it's a support character and she'll probably do really, really well. So guys, thank you for watching, and yeah.